Also, the European Union's former foreign policy chief has been placed under formal investigation for fraud and corruption. That as police yesterday staged raids probing a suspected fraud scheme involving the training of European diplomats. Federica Mogherini now leads the the College of Europe Graduate School, whose premises were searched along with the offices of the European Diplomatic Service. Well, we're going to cross to Brussels, talk to our correspondent Dave Keating, who joins us from there. Dave, this news coming into us just around about an hour ago now. Bring us up to date with the latest that you're hearing then.
Yeah, it's no exaggeration to say that everyone in Brussels is talking about this scandal. It involves two major EU institutions, the European Commission behind me and the European External Action Service next door, and a university that many people here went to, the College of Europe in Bruges. It trains people who are looking to enter into the EU civil service. Now, yesterday at dawn, we had these dawn raids at the EAS, the homes of private individuals, and the College of Europe in Bruges, and Federica Mogherini, the former chief foreign policy person for the European Union, was taken into custody along with two others, one of them being a high-ranking commission official. Mogherini is a huge name in Europe. She's a former Italian foreign minister. She was from 2014 to 2019 the high representative for foreign affairs, the foreign policy chief. That's a job currently held by former Estonian Prime Minister Kaja Kallas. And for the past several years, she's been the rector of the College of Europe. And that is what these allegations involve. This involves a contract that was awarded a couple years ago by the College of Europe to the EAS. And the allegation here is that the tendering process there was not done properly. If we can read between the lines, it appears that the EU public prosecutor, who asked for the Belgian police to conduct these raids and these arrests, is concerned that Mogherini or people around her may have used her connections at the EU Foreign Service in order to get the EU Foreign Service that contract. So we're still waiting to see exactly what the details of this charge are. But the latest news is that she has indeed been put under investigation. Huge news here in Brussels.
It's not the only scandal, is it, Dave? I mean, it comes in the shadow of another European Parliament scandal, Qatargate.
Yeah, this has been a rocky few years for EU scandal. So the one institution not touched by this scandal today is the European Parliament, but they've been dealing with their own scandal, the famous Qatargate scandal, where a number of MEPs were alleged to be taking bribes from Qatar to be pushing legislation in Qatar's direction. Now, that scandal got a lot of press because it had a lot of sexy elements. It had a suitcase full of cash. It had a very attractive vice president of the European Parliament involved. This one, this is about a tendering procedure. It's not as, it might not attract the same level of public attention, I have a feeling. But overall, it gives the impression of an EU that is beset by corruption. That has frustrated EU officials because they've said that the Belgian police have had a habit of conducting these raids before they have all the evidence. A number of charges have been dropped, actually, in the Qatargate scandal and the Huawei scandal that followed it. And these are, if we look at it, these are especially the tendering procedure. Some people here are questioning, did that really warrant raids and an arrest if it's just an improper tendering procedure? Nevertheless, this is going to give the impression to the public at large, impression of an EU that is beset with corruption in all of its institutions. So the EU institutions, I'm sure, in the next days and weeks will be trying very hard to counteract that impression.
Dave, thanks very much. Dave Keating, our correspondent, joining us live there from Brussels.